Welcome to the new and improved SEO Keywords tool. We have packed a ton of actionable improvements in this release, and after 16 months of work, we're excited to finally bring it to all of you at no extra charge. This is just one of many products we are injecting our new keyword data and advanced metrics into. So if you like what you see, look forward to more of it across SpyFu. Let's start with the data. We actually doubled the amount of results. Instead of 50 results in the SERP, we now go all the way to 100 keyword results, meaning you can dig into your competition's lesser known keywords. Simply enter in a domain and click the column header rank until you see the ranks in the 50 to 100 range. If you're looking at your own site, you might be surprised what keywords your site is actually ranking on. If you're doing a competitor's site, take a look if there's any lesser known keywords that you might want to start pursuing. There might be some hidden gems or keywords that are just starting to emerge in the market. We are also introducing next-gen metrics to this tool. You can quickly find them by clicking on the columns button here on the right. There are a lot of options when it comes to the metrics you can display, and you can add or remove these columns to best fit your workflow. Let's dive into some of our favorite ones. We're starting with the big one. SEO clicks is the most important metric on this page. It shows how many clicks this particular domain gets for each individual keyword. Unlike the standard volume metric, which shows the total number of times the keyword was searched in Google, SEO clicks is domain specific. So basically, if you added all of these numbers up for each individual keyword, you would see how many total SEO clicks this domain gets. The total number of clicks are kind of the North Star metric for anyone doing SEO research, and we actually now use SEO clicks as the default sort. The change shows how those clicks have increased or decreased compared to the month prior. This is a great column to see how your domain and your competitors are moving and shaking on these keywords. Use it to discover which keywords are actively pushing different keywords to the masses. Analyze which keywords are currently gaining or dropping in popularity. If you notice that people are finding your content using keywords you weren't necessarily targeting, consider making changes to the content itself. Maybe change the title and the body of the text to include those popular keywords, thus leveraging them even further. The click ratio columns will show you what percentage of people clicked on an SEO result versus a paid ad when searching for this keyword. Unlike SEO clicks, this metric is not domain specific, but instead takes into consideration the total amount of searches and subsequent clicks. People are prone to click on ads when they have the intent to buy something. For example, the two keywords how to clean AirPods case and Android AirPods have a fairly similar amount of estimated clicks. But whereas one of them is more informational in nature, the other is more transactional. And this is easily observed when looking at the percentage of paid clicks. This makes sense, right? You're searching for Android AirPods, you see an ad right there on the top, and so you click it and buy it. So when you see that a keyword is getting a high percentage of paid clicks, keep in mind the transactional value of that keyword. Not clicked is extremely handy when it comes to identifying when someone types a query into Google but doesn't actually click on the results. This can happen if people are simply curious about a name or a product, or if they have a question that Google automatically answers in the SERP. This one isn't exclusive to a domain, which makes sense because no one clicked through to a domain. Instead, it measures the percentage of not clicked across all Google searches, which also applies to our next two columns. These columns show the percentage of people who searched for these terms on a mobile device versus on an actual computer. You might be surprised which keywords people search for on their phone rather than sitting down at a desktop. Keep this in mind, especially when writing ads. If the keyword is heavily weighted toward mobile, remember that the people might be on the go. Give them a quick, actionable response that they'll be enticed to click instead of scrolling on their phone. Combining these different metrics will give you a greater understanding of how keywords actually perform on the SERP, as well as how they have been trending recently. Let's move a bit to the left and talk about filters. Filters quickly eliminate noise and get to the actionable stuff. You can choose the keyword and URLs that you would like to include or exclude in the results. Are most of the keywords you're seeing from a weird subsection of the site? Simply eliminate that URL from the results. Or do you want to focus on just one part of the site, like the blog? You can simply type the word blog into the URL field to find the keywords that are leading people to that part of the site, and take action from there. This little exclude homepage keywords checkbox might not look like much, but it's one of the more actionable items on this page. When looking at a competitor's website, it's more difficult and fairly useless to gank their homepage and make a better their homepage for your site. What you can do is go to their blog or product pages and improve on those. So eliminating the keyword noise that is generated from their homepage can help you find those smaller areas of the site that are more beneficial to spy on. When looking at your own website, it's harder to affect the keywords that your homepage ranks on rather than other parts of your site. The homepage keywords generally has to do more with authority rather than the content, so it's better just to filter them out. If you're focusing on a broader scale, you can set the minimum and maximum limits on certain data sets, rather than just the keywords themselves. Or do a combination of all these different filters until you get closer to the information you want. Right next to filters is the tab for topic groups. Topics group this domain's keywords together automatically, letting you focus on higher level subjects that are guiding people to this site. As you click on the different topics and subtopics, you'll notice that the keyword results on the right adjust to fit within those categories. When you work with keywords in terms of topics, you can find actionable insights quickly. You can build better content and strategies when you work with keywords that stem off a topic. You can even drill into subcategories and use the list of keywords to build focused articles, ads, and emails. The topics work hand in hand with the filters as well, so you can get as granular as you would like on keyword topics and keyword parameters. Sort is the fastest way to get to the meat of your research. SpyFu uses a combination of metrics, including ranks, clicks, and month-to-month changes to determine a variety of keyword categories that you can take action on. These include things like this domain's most valuable keywords, newly ranked keywords, gainers, losers, and many more. We've been working hard to improve our data, incorporate your feedback, and make SpyFu's SEO keyword research as simple and useful as possible. We are so excited to finally bring it to you, so you can up your SEO game and destroy your competition. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to videos from SpyFu. Like and subscribe. SpyFu is on YouTube.